Good morning, everyone. Hope you are all good. We will study valency today. So, children, since the time we are born, we all have some relationships. Like, first relationship we get into is our parents, our mother and father. Then we have relationships with our siblings, other family members. Then we make relationships with our friends, pets, and so on. Similar to this, atoms also tend to make relationships, and such relationships are known as bonds. In chemical terms, these relationships of atoms are known as bonds. And this completely depends upon the valency of the elements. Valency is how the element will form a bond. The combining capacity of an element is valency. For example, we have HCl. In this HCl, since there is one hydrogen, the valency of chlorine is considered as 1. In sulfuric acid, H2SO4, hydrogens are 2. So the valency of sulfate SO4 radical is 2. Right? So valency is how many atoms are combining. Right? How many hydrogen atoms, to be precise, are combining in a compound. Now, to learn this valency, there is a trick that you can follow. You can write atomic numbers from 1 to 20, and here we can write beneath them the symbols, and I hope all of you remember all these till now by now. Now we know that noble gases valency is 0. Their combining capacity is 0. They do not combine at all. Right? After this, we have other elements, and if we follow 0, after 0 what does the number 1 comes, right? So we will write from 1, 2, 3, 4. Again after 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After the third 0, that is argon, we will write 1 and 2. Right? Up till 4 we have to write in the same order. After 4 you will write it in decreasing order, or you can say from this 0 you will start writing 1, 2, 3. Similarly, from this 0 we have written 1 here. From this 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 is already there. So this is how you can remember the valencies of different elements. Okay. Now, the concept of variable valency now.
Because their atoms have different.
Now, variable valency is just like, it depends upon the conditions an atom is facing. Right? So, if I have to say what is a variable valency, so we can say that some elements they show different valencies, which is known as variable valency. Now, sometimes why does it happen? Because of the different conditions under which a chemical reaction takes place. So different elements, when exposed to a different set of conditions, they may show a different valency. Right? Now we can take example of iron here. Iron under certain conditions combined with 2 chlorine atoms and forms FeCl2. The same iron under different set of conditions will combine with 3 other atoms of chlorine and it will form FeCl3. See here, this is how the combination is taking place. So here children, the valency of iron we can say it is +2, and here the valency of iron is +3. Okay, so this is what we have learnt about valency and variable valency. So valency basically is the combining capacity of an element, and variable valency is how an element would combine with it can be of the same with some other element, but it can be in different ways. We know that iron combines as +2 and +3. Okay, so we can say that iron has a valency of +2 and +3. Similarly, copper, under different conditions, it shows a valency of +1 and +2. We have other elements also which show variable valency. Now, how do you see? This is, we write the symbol and we write the valencies on the top. Symbol and the valencies on the top, right? But when we have to name them, how will we name them? For example, we just saw iron combining with 2 chlorines and iron combining with 3 chlorines. How will we name these two elements? These two compounds. So iron, when it combines with 2, so the valency of iron here is 2. So in such a case, iron is called as iron 2 or ferrous. How will we name it? So this is only for naming. How will you name it? It will be iron 2 chloride, or you can call it ferrous chloride. Please note the suffix OUS. Okay, OUS is used when we talk about the lower valencies. Okay, just say copper, it has +1 and +2. So lower becomes +1, higher becomes +2. Iron has +2 and +3. So lower becomes +2, higher becomes +3. Okay, so how will we name this +3? Iron, we will name it as iron 3 in the brackets chloride, CHLORIDE, or we can call it as ferric chloride. So these are the two ways of naming. This is called as iron plus Fe+2 or iron 2, Fe+3 or iron 3. Similarly, copper +1. If it has a chloride, we will name it as copper 1 chloride or cuprous chloride. If the higher chloride, if it is there, copper 2 chloride or cupric chloride. Okay, so this is how we name the variable valencies. Suppose we have an oxide here. So silver 1 oxide or argentus. Okay, Pb lead 2 oxide or plumbous oxide, and this will be lead 4 oxide or plumbic oxide, right? So sometimes what happens, all these depends upon the conditions which are available, and depending upon the conditions, these elements, they can show more than one valencies. Now the trick also I have given you. All of you, hope you are completing the work in your notebooks, right? So keep on revising. I hope elements, atomic number from 1 to 20, all of you have learned, right? Learn the valencies also, because next class we will be discussing about molecular formulae, and definitely if you do not know the valencies of the elements, you will not be able to learn them. So please learn all the valencies, and there is a relationship between valency and periodic table also. Okay, so all the elements with valency 1, they will all fall in one group. Elements with valency 2 will fall in one group. 3 will fall in one group, 4 in one, 5 in one, 6 in one, 7 in one, and all the noble gases, that is 0, they will have a single the last group that is in the periodic table. Okay, this is how it looks like, periodic table.